Hello, welcome to Mastercam 2024 Learning Edition tutorials on how to make this part. So, according to my calculations, when I calculated all of these, this does not add up to 4 inches. It's 1 decimal away. So basically, it's going to be 4.001. I'm going to make it 4.001. So, to make this part, we're going to figure out what the diameter of this end is. So it's going to be 60 right there. It's going to be 60. So our first point, it's going to be vertical. Let's go ahead and create the line and 60. Not 60, 600 thou, and it's going to be at 0, 0. It's good. It's going to be another one, same length. It's going to be offsetted to 0.2, negative 0.2. Alright, so my next one I'm going to make is going to go all the way up here. And that's going to be 1 inch right here. 5 axis offset is going to be 0.625, negative 0.625. Because we do not know the slope yet, so we're going to skip that and then we're going to add it at the end. So the next one is the actual trick. So I'm going to start where I ended this one. My length is going to be 0.65 divided by 2, which is going to be the half of the diameter right here, which is right here, 0.625 here, and it's going to be minus 0.3 at the very bottom. So basically you're subtracting this to get your next point. So I'm going to create a new one, and the next one's going to be half an inch again for your an inch for your OD. It's going to be half an inch, and you're going to move over by 100 thou. So just move over by 100 thou there. And next one, let's see, it's going to be 75 right there. 0.75 divided by 2. And this one is going to be minus 0.25. This is your next point. It's going to be half. Thou, you can just hover over your this point, just click it, and Z is half an inch. Just click here, negative 0.1. And I'm just going to continue doing that. So I'm just going to use half an inch, move over, negative 0.125. It's good. Same thing over, negative 0.125. Just the width of that. And the next biggest diameter is right here. 1.25 divided by 2 is going to be minus 0.125 again. So I'm going to show you how it should look like when you connect it. So here's horizontal. It's going to go here. Since that's incomplete at the moment, this one's going to go through here. Actually, I'm going to make this one go all the way through. This one here, and as you can see, your shape is forming up. And we're going to use dynamic trim. Yep, dynamic trim. We're going to move it up here. Move this one up here. And we're going to use divide. Oops, not that one. So then we're going to divide this, all this in the middle. And we're just going to keep this part so then we can do it later. Or I'll show you right now how to do it. So you're going to use a midpoint here, and your angle is what's going to help you. Actually, not midpoint. What you're going to use is two endpoints. Freeform. You're going to use freeform here, and you're just going to make a random long line. And let's see, it's going to be 118, 118. Yeah, that's your angle right there. And that's good. Check mark it. You don't need to worry about its length. Next thing you're going to do is horizontal. Move it over here. And divide cut it. And that's how you get that part. Alright, now since we've finished this part, we're going to move on to doing this next part right here. So the next part, we're going to do the very bottom here. So this is going to be a little bit tricky because according to math, it's going to be kind of weird. I'm going to do vertical. Click this bottom here and make a line up. And we're going to go to right here. So we're going to start on this little point right here. So we're going to look at its diameter. 2.156 divided by 2. And we're going to just add 1 inch and 563. I'll subtract. And that should be this little end over here. Now we're going to use that end to make the rest. So we're going to figure out what that OD is, and it's going to be 1.5 inch. So we're going to use this. Just click on a point just to verify. 1.5 divided by 2. And we're just going to move it all the way right to this corner. So to do that, we would need to add 0.213, so we're working backwards, plus 0.1 because of this radius right here, which is 100 thou. And we're gonna add another 100 thou and another 100 thou, because this is another radius and this is 100 thou. So we're gonna blue check mark it. Oh, I messed up. Let's redo this one, and my bad. Let's ignore that. 1.5 divided by 2. I forgot I was getting over myself. I'm gonna add 0.213 and add another 100 thou, just to get to that little edge. Alright, my next one, let's move this over. It's going to be right here, and since we're on this very little edge here, we're going to move it add 0.2. just because I need this little thing right here. So this is going to be the 100 thou radius plus this 100 thou length. So it's going to bring me over there, and I'm going to 1 divided by 2, which is half an inch, and that's going to bring us to our next point. So our next point is going to be this one. This very last end is 2.25 divided by 2. How do I know it? Is you see the OD at the very left corner there, and let's just move it negative 0.688. As you can see, 1 thou over. It's not perfectly at 4 according to my calculations, and I'll do my best to keep it at 4. So I'm just going to remove that, add a 0.5, and that's how it should look like. Unless you're kind of picky. So it's going to be negative 4.001, add 0.5, still the same, but let's see the tolerance. I would say get 5 thou tolerance, so you should be fine. Unless it's said in the print. I would actually speak to the person making this print. But since it's 1 thou, I'm just going to keep it this 1 thou bigger. Next, we're going to move this over here. Move this horizontally towards this point up here. As you can see, there's a line there. Move this point horizontally over there. Move this horizontally over there. And the last one, you're going to use freeform, and we're going to connect those points. Now we're just going to exit out that and full screen this. We're going to go ahead and clean up our part by using divide. So just do this, and clean up the part. And the last step is to do the chamfers and the radius. So let's see if we have a 30 thou 45 degree chamfer right here. Let's add a chamfer. Distance and angle, but usually one distance should do the trick. Exit out, undo. It's too big, I would say. Just put in your distance first and then just click your 2 lines. Alright, the next one. Did that, and now we're going to go to the radius right here. So we're going to add a fillet. It's right here. It's going to be 50 thou. 50 thou radius. Right here. Check. Next, let's check the print. A radius right there, there, and there. So 3 radius along these points. And it's going to be 100 thou. 3 places. So this point, and this point. So we're going to add 100,000 radius right here. As you can see, there's a flat part. It leads up to here. This one goes here. That's a part, and I'm going to take a look again, and it looks good. Here's our wireframe. We can go ahead and connect it all. So then we have something to revolve around, and let's go ahead and create our levels. So this first level is going to be a wireframe. Our next level is going to be called a solid. So the solid, go ahead and revolve. Make sure it's on chain. Check mark that. And axis of rotations, I want it to be there. Check. Let's look at our part. Perfect. Now, let's check it without the wireframe. Exit this out. Looks perfect. And that's how you make this part. Hope you guys find this very useful. Like I said, I wouldn't know the exact length because math ain't mathing. And yeah, I hope you guys find this useful, and I wish you guys luck if you guys are actually doing the finals. This is actually pretty challenging, but it's something you shouldn't struggle with too much. It's just a lot of figuring things out. Alright, I'm going to end it here, and I hope you guys do well.